So welcome to Master Academy of Mathematics. This is the last topic of your multiple integrals. This is center of mass and gravity. So in order to find out these two values, center of mass can be calculated by triple integral, whereas gravity can be calculated by double integral. So for that purpose, whenever an equation is given, find out the limits corresponding to the variables x, y, z from the given equation. So next step is you are calculating the center of mass by using a formula triple integral p into dz dy dx, where p is nothing but any point in the plane. They will give you a point in the plane, so based on that you can calculate the center of mass. And if they are asking center of gravity, that is also called as centroid, that can be calculated by double integral x dx dy divided by double integral dx dy. So this is how you are calculating mass and gravity. Just you remember that mass can be calculated by triple integral, gravity by double integral. That is the only one small difference between these two. Now let us have a problem. Find the mass of x by a plus y by b plus z by c equal to 1. One equation is given. At the point is k, x, y, z. So point is given and equation is given. With that you are calculating the mass. So in order to enter into that, first you need to calculate the limits of the variables. So from the given equation, I am just writing your given equation. It is x by a plus y by b plus z by c equal to 1. From this, z is directly equal to c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. Okay. Now, what about the z limits now? The z limits are 0 to c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. Similarly, in order to get y limits, you are substituting z equal to 0. Then you will get the answer in from the previous 1 minus x by a minus y by b equal to 0. From this, only y equal to b into 1 minus x by a. So therefore y limits are 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Similarly, to get x limits, you are supposing y is equal to 0, so that 1 minus x by a equal to 0. From this, x equal to a. So therefore your x limits are 0 to a. So once you get all the limits of variables x, y, z, now you can directly enter into mass of the given equation at that particular point. Now consider the mass. Directly I am writing mass. The formula is, it is x integral, y integral, z integral, and the point is p. It is of dz, dy and dx. So now this is equal to x integral, limits are 0 to a, y integral 0 to b into 1 minus x by a, z integral 0 to c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. And what is the p they have given? K, x, y, z. It is dz, dy and dx. So the first thing is k constant. You can take it outside. So now we are doing first integration with respect to z. So x 0 to a, y 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Now integral of z. This x, y, z means x, y constant. It is only z square by 2. The z limits are 0 to c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. Still we have dy and dx. So it is k integral 0 to a, integral y equal to 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Now you are substituting your upper limit xy by 2, and that I am substituting that c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. This is overall, it is square. So total it is nothing but a square value, and here it is only dy dx. Okay. Now here c, it is a constant term. Okay, wait, just 1 minute. This is also, it becomes a square only. So c square into that particular value. So here c square by 2 is constant. So c square into k divided by 2. I'm just making the simplification 0 to a, and y limits are 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Now we have here it is x into y and that particular value. So that I can write x into y. It is nothing but a minus b whole square type. So 1 minus x by a, I am supposing it as a, and this is nothing but your b value. So a square means 1 minus x by a whole square, and plus b square, that means plus y by b, it is whole square, and minus it is 2 into 1 minus x by a into b, that is y by b. So this is overall, it is nothing but dy and dx. Okay, in order to do y integration, I am just making the simplification. So this is equal to c square k divided by 2, x is 0 to a and y equal to 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Just you do the simplification. This is x into this particular value. So x into 1 minus x by a whole square into y, the first one, plus 1 divided by b square, this x into this value, that means x into y cube. Okay, similarly this entire value is multiplied by that. So totally I am getting here minus 2, it is x as it is into 1 minus x by a as it is, and y into y is nothing but y square and divided by b value. So this is overall of dy dx. Now you need to find out the integration with respect to y variable. Now this is equal to c square k divided by 2. It is x integral as it is 0 to a. Now you are doing the integration with respect to y means x into 1 minus x by a whole square, and that y integration is y square by 2, right, plus that x by b square as it is. Okay, y cube integration is y power 4 by 4, minus, I am just writing here 2x into 1 minus x by a as it is, and that b is also as it is, y square integration is y cube by 3. So overall now you are substituting the y limits 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Still we have here it is dx. Now this is equal to c square into k by 2 and x integral 0 to a as it is, substituting your upper limit. So upper limit means x into 1 minus x by a whole square and by 2 as it is. Y square is nothing but it is b square into 1 minus x by a whole square. Similarly, plus x divided by 4b square and y power 4, it is nothing but b power 4 into 1 minus x by a whole power 4, and minus, I am just writing here 2x divided by 3b into 1 minus x by a. So y cube is nothing but b cube into 1 minus x by a whole cube, and this is overall it is nothing but dx, and that lower limit is totally equal to 0. So this is equal to c square k divided by 2 x integral 0 to a. So directly I am making the simplification. It is x b square by 2 1 minus x by a whole square, and whole square is there, power 4, plus x divided by 4 and 1 b square is cancelled, only b square, it is 1 minus x by a whole power 4, and here also 1 b is cancelled, so minus 2x divided by 3, and still we have here it is b square into 1 minus x by a whole power 4. This is of dx. Okay. So this is equal to c square k by 2. It is x equal to 0 to a. So are you getting any common value here? Yes, x into 1 minus x by a whole power 4. If I take common, so what are the remaining terms? B square by 2, and from the next value plus b square by 4, from the next term minus 2 by 3 into b square. So this is of dx. So anyhow, this entire term is nothing but it is a constant term. If I take b square is common, so that you are getting 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 2 by 3. For this, what is your LCM? It is nothing but 12. So 2 6 plus 4 3 minus 3 4 that means 8. So 9 minus 8 is nothing but 12. That is 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 by 12 you are getting. That means b square is common 1 by 12. That totally you can take common to that particular value. Now this is equal to c square into k divided by 2 integral x equal to 0 to a. So it is x into 1 minus x by a whole power 4. That entire value I can write it as b square into 1 by 12. So this is of dx. So that is a constant term. You can write c square k and b square is also common. Totally divided by 24. We are having only x equal to 0 to a. X into 1 minus x by a whole power 4 of dx. Now in order to do the simplification, I am just supposing 1 minus x by a is equal to t. 1 minus x by a equal to t. From this, what will be the value? Only it is 1 minus t is equal to x by a. Or I can write only x equal to a into 1 minus t. From this, what is the dx value? A constant, it is of minus dt. Okay, so that value I am substituting here. This is equal to c square k into b square divided by 24. When you are changing x into t variable, write down here it is t limits. X equal to 0, you are getting t value is 1. X equal to a, t value becomes 0. X means it is a into 1 minus t. Okay, 1 minus x by a whole power 4, which is nothing but t power 4, and dx is nothing but it is a into minus dt. Okay, so now just you write down here a into a is nothing but it is a square, that you can take it outside. A square b square c square by 24, and here it is k is there, and in order to avoid this negative sign, I am just interchanging the limits 0 to 1. So what about the remaining factors now? 1 minus t into t to the power of 4 of dt. It is a square b square c square by 24, and here it is k. It is t equal to 0 to 1. Shall I write this value as 1 minus t whole power 2 minus 1 into t to the power of 5 minus 1? Any problem? So this is nothing but looking like x to the power of m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1. This is exactly the definition of beta function. So you can write a square b square c square by 24. This is k. This complete is nothing but a beta function. M is nothing but x to the power of m minus 1 means m is 5, and 1 minus x whole power n minus 1, n is 2. So now this is equal to a square b square c square divided by 24 into k. Is there any relation between beta function and gamma function? That I can write gamma 5, gamma 2 divided by gamma of 5 plus 2. Gamma m, gamma n divided by gamma of m plus n. So this is exactly a square b square c square by 24. It is k as it is. Since 5 is an integer, gamma 5 can be taken as 4 factorial. Gamma 2 is 1 factorial divided by gamma 7 is 6 factorial. So this is about your complete final answer of your center of mass corresponding to the equation. So let us have one more problem. Find the centroid. Centroid is also called as center of gravity of the equation y square equal to 4ax along x-axis. Remember, center of gravity as per our syllabus, it is calculated only along the x-axis. We have only one formula. So what is the formula corresponding to center of gravity? That center of gravity, or you can say that centroid, the formula for this, it is equal to double integral x dx dy divided by double integral only dx dy. Now our main problem is we need to calculate your x and y limits, and based on that you can directly enter onto your given problem. So for the given only one equation, in order to calculate x limits, remember y square equal to 4ax is nothing but it is a parabola equation symmetric about x-axis. In that case, that x-axis touching at a point is nothing but x equal to 4a. That you need to keep in your mind. So based on that property, since it is intersecting at x equal to 4a, the x limits are generally taken as 0 to 4a. That is based on the property of parabola. Similarly, when you are going to consider the y limits, starting with 0 from your given equation, how to write down that y square equal to 4ax means only y value? This is nothing but directly you can write under root of 4ax. Right? Now using these two values, now you are calculating first the numerator value. It is double integral x dx dy. This is equal to, write down your x limits 0 to 4a, the next y limits, the y limits 0 to under root of 4ax, and what about this x into dx dy. So now this is equal to x integral you are keeping as it is 0 to 4a. First you do the integration with respect to y. So x into, that is y. Write down the limits, y limits 0 to root of 4ax, and still we have here it is dx. So this is equal to x is 0 to 4a, that x as it is, in the place of y you are writing just root of 4ax. Okay, and the lower limit is equal to 0, this is of dx. Now this is x equal to 0 to 4a. So root 4a, it is anyhow it is a constant, that you can take it out of the integral root 4a. So what are the remaining values now? X and x to the power of 1 by 2. That I can write x power 3 by 2 of dx. This is root 4a into x power 3 by 2 integration. It is x to the power of 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. The x limits are 0 to 4a. Right? Now this is equal to root of 4a. Substituting your that 5 by 2, you can write it as 2 by 5. Okay, and x to the power of means it is 4a whole power 5 by 2. Or this I can write it is 4a power 1 by 2, 4a power 5 by 2. So 2 by 5, it is 4a. When I add the powers here, it is 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2 is nothing but 6 by 2, that is nothing but 3. Or I can write this is 2 by 5, 4 cube is nothing but 64. It is 64 into 8 cube. Or this is nothing but 128 divided by 5 into 8 cube. This is about the numerator of given formula. Now you are finding the denominator. It is double integral only dx dy. This is equal to x integral limits 0 to 4a and y integral limits 0 to, it is root of 4ax. We need to calculate only dx dy. Now this is equal to x integral you keep as it is 0 to 4a. Integrate first with respect to y. Nothing is there, it is only y. Y limits 0 to root 4ax, and we have here it is dx. So x integral 0 to 4a, substituting your upper limit, it is root of 4ax and the denominator is 0, this is of dx. Or root 4a is constant, x to the power of 1 by 2 is there, so integration is x power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. You are substituting the limits 0 to 4a, or I can write root 4a, that 3 by 2 you can write it as 2 by 3, and when I substitute that upper limit, it is 4a power 3 by 2, and that lower limit is equal to 0. So this is equal to 2 by 3, 4a power 1 by 2, 4a power 3 by 2, which is nothing but 4a power 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but 4 by 2, that is nothing but 2 only. So this is equal to 2 by 3, it is 16a square, or I can write 32 by 3, it is a square value. So this is about the denominator value. So therefore now you are calculating the center of gravity. I just write center of gravity. So numerator value we have calculated it as 128 by 5 into a cube. Totally divided by, it is 32 by 3 into a square. So that I am writing in the reverse order. It is 3 divided by 32 into a square. So I am making the simplification. It is a is cancelled, 128 by 5 into 3 by 32, and this is only of a, that is equal to, so this is equal to 12 by 5 into a. So this is your center of gravity corresponding to the given problem. So with this we have completed your center of mass and gravity, and with this particular topic we have closed your complete multiple integrals. So you just recall your multiple integrals. Only the thing is double integral and triple integral. Then we entered into the different calculations, applications of double integral. Then we entered volume integral, and corresponding to center of mass and gravity, the change of order and the change of variables is most important. Just you look onto the problems. Maximum I have covered almost all the problems in the multiple integrals. So if you have any doubt, you better comment in this video descriptions, and so that I give you the clarifications regarding to your problems. So have a good day.